Hey folks, it's Antar1011 and I am back with a new Gen 5 battle. I'm sure you all now have your English copies of Black and White. Well, I don't because I ordered mine from Amazon, and while they made it worth my while, means I have to wait until Wednesday to get it because that's how long their shipping takes. But so anyway, this is a battle against GreenDust6291, who I met on Abra's Asylum. And anyway, I lead off with my Mineshao, which is Scarfed. It's not actually lead Mineshao. And so he was probably predicting the fake out, which is why he sent in his pseudo Wudo. But no, I almost take him out in one hit, and it kind of sucks that I don't, because he's able to get a sucker punch off, although it's not really like it did that much to me. And I'm just really glad that high jump kick didn't miss at any point, because that would have hurt me a lot. So I've taken down his tree, and next up for him is the original Pokemon they sent out first, which is Houndoom, and I go ahead and high jump kick. I'm like, why the heck would you do that? And I get him down to what I think that's going to be a one-hit KO, but he's sashed, and I don't know why I didn't see that coming. He's got counter on this guy, and so that's easily going to be enough to take me out because Mineshao does not have the best of defenses. So bye-bye, River. That's kind of sad face. Anyway, next I send out Puff, my magic Dragonite, and I really should have just gone ahead and extreme speeded this guy, but instead I went for the Dragon Dance. Big mistake because that guy's running Taunt. And so yeah, I can't use Dragon Dance. It's a wasted turn, and worse than that, once I've taken him out, I can't Dragon Dance for a while because I'm taunted. So that's sad. That's really sad for me. But I do take out his Wolfeon, and so now I'm up to Zip. And next he sends out his Mamoswine. And so I go ahead and predict the Ice Shard and send in my Leda, my Gardevoir, which runs a kind of interesting set. It's actually my lead usually, but I only use it in cases when my opponent is running entry hazards, and this guy wasn't running entry hazards. So anyway, Leda has a red card for whatever reason. I really can't tell you why. It makes sense on occasion, but anyway, there's nothing I can do against this dancing Ludicolo, so I'm going to go ahead and switch into Foop, who is my Galvantula, and who should be able to do a massive amount of damage to this guy with a stab, super effective Bug Buzz, assuming he doesn't switch out. I get poisoned on the switch, severely poisoned on the switch, but I don't really care too much because Foop doesn't really stay alive that long to begin with. I'm really, really surprised here that he survived my Bug Buzz. I mean, it was super effective and all, but Ludicolo's kind of awesome, so go him. And so now he's also got Leech Seed off, and that's just going to wear down my health a whole lot. But whatever, I'm going to take him out on the next turn, and it's all going to be good in the hood, to borrow from AA Amazing's lexicon. Anyway, so I go ahead and Bug Buzz him again, and that is going to be enough to take him out. So now what? I'm up 3-zip? I think so? Oh, no, 3-1, because he took out my Mineshao. And yeah, Foop is not going to be alive that much longer thanks to the toxic damage and everything else. Next up for my opponent is a Medicham, and I'm like, that's interesting. I did not predict that it was Scarfed, but I'm glad I stayed in because I don't think anyone else would have enjoyed taking a Psycho Cut to the face. So I go ahead and send in Dragonite, who is at full health, and so I know that I can take the Psycho Cut because if he's Scarfed, he's not banded, and yeah, look how little that damage does because I am at, I was at full health, so multi-scale factored in. Yes, this is a legal bred multi-scale Dragonite. For those who don't know what multi-scale is, when you're at 100% health, it doubles your defenses. So that's kind of awesome. I'm really surprised here. I really expected that after a Dragon Dance, I would be able to outrun this guy. But amazingly, he outruns me and is able to get off a Psycho Cut on the next turn, which does a whole lot of damage to me, but I do manage to take him out with a +1 Dragon Dance. So obviously I should pull out at this point, except for I go ahead and use Extreme Speed because my Dragonite is pretty much worthless at this point, and I'm hoping that Extreme Speed will do enough damage that it'll be worth my while. And it does less than half. But anyway, I'm going to take an Ice Shard to the face, and my Puff, my Magic Dragonite, is going to be down. So, it had a decent run. Yeah, useless crit there. He's probably banded. I used to run... I run a choice banded Mamoswine myself on one of my singles teams in PBR. So anyway, this seems like a good as time as any to send out my HCHB. That is my Caracosta, and so on the Switch I get a very nice Shell Break, and so I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to completely sweep his team. So yeah, that doubles my attack, spec attack, and speed. So my Caracosta goes from being one of the slowest Pokemon in the game to one of the fastest. Unfortunately, it does not outspeed him. Very impressive that, and he is able to take me down to my sturdy, it's not a sash, and I'm really hoping my Rock Slide doesn't miss right now, and indeed it doesn't, and I am able to one-hit KO that Galvantula. I need to stop calling it Denshura. In a few months, no one is going to know what a Denshura is outside of Japan, and any Japanese users players who are watching this are going to be like, what's he saying? He's speaking English. I don't speak English. But anyway, now I should have really just stayed in here and gone for the Aqua Jet, but instead I decided to send in Leda, my Gardevoir, for something that you're about to see. Yeah, so I trace his Thick Fat. Whatever. Doesn't really gonna help me. Oh, Thick Fat, I guess, is Mamoswine's Dream World ability, and which is legal because it was released in an event, I guess, but it's really nice for me because Thick Fat has ice moves, so that Ice Shard is doing much less than it would otherwise. So now I get off my Healing Wish, even though I have another Pokemon in the wings waiting. I decide that I'm going to go ahead and Healing Wish my HCHB, my Caracosta, to get it back up to full health, so that it should be able to do massive amounts of damage to this, whatchamacallit, I'm sorry, Mamoswine, while he won't be able to one-hit KO me with an Ice Shard. So yeah, he's faster because I lost all my boosts. But as you see, it doesn't do anything now that my defenses are at full, and plus I resisted the hit. So anyway, I go ahead and Aqua Jet. I was kind of expecting this to one-hit KO, but it doesn't. He survives with a little nub of HP, but I'm going to win on the next turn since this is his last Pokemon. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that battle. Check out my channel, comment, rate, subscribe to both my channel and to Pokebox5 if you haven't already. Enjoy your English copies of Black and White, and peace out, folks. I've got like 10 seconds left in this narration. Not enough time to tell a joke. Okay, now I'm going to say goodbye. Take care, folks.